It all started with a 15-passenger van. We, meaning our little group, rented a 15-passenger van. They were not as comfortable as they look today. The group started packing the van on a Friday and had to make it to the reunion site by Sunday around noon. We needed to be there to greet the majority of the family, to get them situated in their various cabins, rooms, sites, and give them all the game plan, and pass out goodie bags with the now infamous t-shirts. I want you to get a real feel for this. The van was equipped with comfy bench seats, and you would be able to recline. You won't be able to put your feet up. It is not going to be totally comfortable. Ready, set, all aboard. There are 6 adults, 2 children, and a dog in that 15-passenger van. Everyone needs a little excitement in their lives. Just to add to that already uncomfortable feeling you are experiencing right now, we are going to travel approximately 2,232 miles in a couple of days, which is to include bathroom breaks, snack breaks, dog breaks, and the occasional leg stretch, along with driver switch outs, various types of weather, and some construction along the way. Are you excited yet? Come on, isn't your stomach just a little queasy right now? We made it. Time for it to get messy. Another of our family also arrived in one of those 15-passenger vans for the family reunion. However, they did not have as many people in it, although they did carry what must have been 100 pounds of shrimp, so it was just as well. My brother-in-law had steamed them with some bay seasoning. Delicious, messy, and we get to eat it for a couple of days. The token goodie bags were distributed amongst the family members. Included were those t-shirts. Whenever you do plan something like this, there is usually something you forget. For instance, like your toothbrush. So unless you're a great organizer, complete with a checked off list, which isn't one of my fortes, we decided to make a trip to Walmart. A quote from a customer leaving the particular store we decided to land in front of: "This one isn't as big as the one they have in Fayetteville." We decided to make the trip next day to Walmart, not Fayetteville. Everyone in the van. Next stop, Walmart. You should have been there as we piled out of those 2 15-passenger vans with our potty-hiney t-shirts, the looks, the stares, the hilarity of it all. I don't know what the customer was talking about. This store was plenty big enough for us to spread out all over. We bought fishing licenses, fishing poles, bubble machine, bubbles. The kids need these. Hats, shirts, adult beverages, and some food. We have our priorities. My niece, for whatever reason, went to the service desk and had them call over the PA system. "Would the clan potty hanny please meet your party at the meat department door?" We are the kind of group that people say, "Who let them in the door?" By ourselves, very quiet and refined. Together, well, you can draw your own conclusions. Time to do some touristy stuff. A trip to the downtown touristy area was in order. Again, with the 2 15-passenger vans and a couple of other vehicles. It seems that any place with a big enough lake has an establishment that runs a few ducks. Boats that will run on land and in the water. I have read somewhere an advertisement that the ride would only be approximately $7. Always read the fine print. The group can handle that. Turns out you had to buy a combo pack for around $30, which included other things. We really didn't want to do any of the other things. We tried to get the operators to take $10 a piece for us all. Being the astute, brilliant, good-looking people that we are, all dressed up in our potty-hiney t-shirts. Nope. Fine. We didn't want to go on your silly ducks anyways. When you're on vacation, you can be a little childish. Therefore, we did other things. During the family reunion, we did all kinds of things. There were children of the light and children of the dark. Some were fishermen, There were inner tubers, great captains. We enjoyed the evening boat rides. We were chastised for laughing way too loud. When sneaking into the RV, we made too much noise. In other words, stealth, we were not. There were bubbles to play with. We even crowned a queen. We then cleaned up. Then we all hugged, said our goodbyes, tried not to cry, took off those t-shirts, piled into our various forms of transportation, we into our 15-passenger van, and headed for home. Family reunions are metaphors for life. A family reunion is a mini picture of life. When we start on our journey, we make decisions on where to go, what to be, how will we react when we get there, and whether or not we will leave. As a result, we are oftentimes laughed at, chastised, and left to leave a few things behind as we continue to think we are stealth, but stick out in our odd t-shirts. During those times, so many of us just want to ride the ducks. Thus, we are constantly looking for a way to ride those ducks. Perhaps if we didn't look so silly, maybe if we were smarter, maybe if the deal was better, maybe if we had more money, always looking for a way to ride those ducks. Then let us not lose sight of the journey. One day it will end. We'll pile up in our 15-passenger vans and go home. I hope to see you there at the end or at the top.